So do you laugh or does it cry? Reply.
My son Cohen gravitated to sports from day one. His passion for football was evident right away. After 3 years and 5 seasons on our team, the Titans, Cohen decided to come back to Air Assault. He suddenly found himself with no team, and I had no plans of coaching. He went to the combine, and about a week later, the league calls and asked, hey, would you be willing, or are you interested in being a coach and starting a new team in Air Assault? It was only 3 weeks before the draft. Once I agreed to do it, the league came back and said, in Air Assault, you're allowed to add players to your roster prior to the draft, but you have to go out and you have to find them on your own. I said, look, can you give me the name of anyone that goes to school with Cohen? And they said, yes, we can, that's fair. So they gave me Jack Ree. I knew who Jack was, and so I went to Cohen and I said, hey, tell me about Jack Ree. He's going to Air Assault, and he's not been picked up by a team yet, and we might be able to grab him. Cohen just immediately responded, Jack's awesome.
I told my dad that Jack was a really good football player. I got to school with him, so that's how I know.
The next thing I did was I called all the head coaches that I was friends with from tackle, and I said, look, do any of you guys have players who are leaving tackle to come to Air Assault this season? And one of the guys that got back with me is a good friend named Ruben Boxley. The first thing he said was, listen, I've got not only a player, but I mean, this kid can really play. And his name's RJ Moore. And I said, well, I remember RJ Moore. He said, RJ probably has the best hands of any kid this age in the city of Frisco. And I'm thinking, you know what? I know RJ's good, but he's probably overdoing it with the hands thing. That's a pretty bold statement. So I talked to my friend Josh, who's the head coach of the Bombers. And Josh says, you know, that kid RJ's probably has the best hands of any kid this age in Frisco. And I said, that's exactly what Ruben said. Mason Thrower, who I used to coach, goes to school with Ransom Cosler and Thomas Fallon. he just gave me the thumbs up on both of them. Bob and I coached on the Titans together, and his son's best friend, Cade Cagney, is also going through the draft. Bob said Cade's a great athlete. Turns out that Cade and Thomas play baseball together.
Glenn, what's going on, man? Hey, listen, I heard you're looking for another player. Look, there's this kid, Oliver Neely. He used to play on the Bombers. Look, great kid. I'm highly recommended, all right? Great family, too. He's a real hard worker. He's going to bust his butt for you. Wyatt Margraves, okay? Great family, great kid. He's a burner.
He was playing at such a high level at 6 years old. He just plowed through our defense. Matthew was on the team that went to the Super Bowl the year before. There's no possible way that he could have been on that team and not have talents and something to bring to our team too. The story of the team coming together has to be part of this film because it was already a huge victory in finding these players in a matter of weeks and being able to accumulate such an amazing roster of young, very talented, very special young men.
My name is Cohen.
My name is Jack. My name is RJ. I'm Ransom.
Thomas.
My name is Kate.
Oliver.
My name is Wyatt.
My name is Matthew. I play for the Oilers.
I remember thinking, at the first practice, what really good athletes all these kids were. You could just see it because the kids were catching the ball, throwing the ball. They're very attentive and they were listening really well.
They call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. They call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. I ain't got me nobody. I don't care me no load.
I had every player line up and throw the ball. Every player ran routes. Everyone played a little bit of D, pulled flags. Everybody did a little bit of everything to start.
Ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no change in me. There ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no change in me. I'm not hiding from nobody.
The boys were just working out really hard. I remember seeing this red blur just flying across the field.
I got that green light, baby. I got to keep moving on.
I think that in any season, you're going to have ups and downs and a roller coaster. Much like life, that's what a season really becomes. And at the beginning of our season, our fundamentals were certainly lacking, and that was something that was very concerning. But working with the kids, they got better and better at it.
Well, I might go to California, I might go down to Georgia, but I don't know.
Saw GoPro. Just finished football practice. Having fun. Come in here. Signing off.
We had the scrimmage with the Bearcats. Thomas Fallon really wanted to beat them in that scrimmage because this is his team from spring. No matter what I tell the players, they're always going to look at scrimmages as like a win-loss kind of thing. And it's not that way, but that's the way they're going to look at it. And I actually appreciate that.
Express yourself. Express yourself. You don't ever need help. Nobody else. All you got to do now. Express yourself. Whatever you do, do it good. Whatever you do it good. Alright. It's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. It's not what you're doing when you're doing what you're doing. Express yourself. Express yourself. You're doing it on the moon, yeah. In the jungle too. Everybody on the floor now. Jumping like a kangaroo. So let the horns do the thing they do. Alright. Hey!
What are the things you don't like about practice?
Well, we have to do the same thing over and over again.
It gets a little boring.
Yeah.
And then what about Billy Bob? Who's Billy Bob?
It's a weird lamppost I don't like.
Why don't you like him? He's just a lamppost.
Yeah, I don't like it when he's so far away.
And we have to do what?
To be respectful and don't talk, or we have to get the punishment to run him.
Billy Bob's light post. If he could talk, he'd talk like this. He'd say, "Hey boys, you been bad? Come see Billy Bob."
Well, I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my day.
All right, go to Billy Bob. You know, Cade, go to Billy Bob. RJ, go to Billy Bob.
Where? Billy Bob? Billy Bob?
Come on, let's all go see him. Guys, we're hustling back. We're not walking back. We're hustling back. Next walker goes to see Billy Bob. Looking for a walker. Go and go see Billy Bob. Hey, Wyatt, good for you guys go see Billy Bob.
I meet you home.
Everybody go see Billy Bob. Everybody go see Billy Bob and grab a quick water. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just was all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go. Anyway, he never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he f***ing with that stock. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with Top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quick and proof. Let him rock in the juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%. Forget Mike. Nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those other fellas he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.